Alrighty guys, so welcome back to the channel. So today's video is on how me and Dad spent literally like 8 hours trying to figure out the overheating issue that our '03 Chevy Avalanche had that just started the day before yesterday. I was sitting in Taco Bell parking lot with my girlfriend and my son, and it just peaked. It started overheating real bad. So here you're seeing Dad broke the reservoir line that runs from your reservoir to your inlet on your water pump, and you can't fill these LS any other type of way. So Dad was kind of a little bit frustrated with that whole aspect and that whole situation, so it kind of just ended up happening like that. So hope you guys enjoy the video. If you guys are new here, give a like, give a shout out, give a thumbs up. See you guys here in a little bit. Alrighty guys, so Dad broke this coolant hose here, which these things are brittle and anyways, but the whole of the auto fix is working. There you go. So Dad broke that hose right there. So my grandma's gonna come hang him up, and take him to get a new one. So I am going to hurry up and get this power steering pulley off of this. It's literally a power steering pulley, 2 motor mounts, and then I'll have to do a quick glance and look around. Other than that, I think this thing's ready to be yanked out of this Mustang. And so yeah, so stay tuned for that one. Now here's the new line after my grandma came and picked my dad up, take my dad to pick up a new line. This was 40 bucks. So kind of pricey, but you need it for these engines. Unless you're doing an LS swap, then you can just bypass that line if you would like. So it's kind of a shitty design. Welcome to the shit show. Yeah. Try to focus in a little bit. So yeah. That just happened. And thankfully it happened when I was doing it, but it looks like there's, to size these up, there's that much of the bolt still in the block, so maybe. And it's kind of shitty that GM actually made these like so thin of bolts. And even regular small blocks, they had a thicker shanked bolt that did this, so I don't know, but it's turned into one hell of a cluster flock. So yeah, so we're gonna stick it out because that's what we gotta do. Hold up. Why did the scene change? Well, we gotta pull the water pump actually off of my parts engine for this Le Mans, which because this 5.3, hopefully the wind ain't too bad. This 5.3 is gonna go in. Oh, this 5.3 is going in this car. So you can't use paper gaskets on a 5.3. I don't know why they did that one. Apparently, the water pump's probably been changed. It takes specialized gaskets to create the proper seal. So I quickly Googled it. So we're getting to ripping this one out. I'm not going to film this. But if you guys want to see the story on this and what the purpose of this truck is and you're new, go back and watch the video on it. It's my parts truck. I'm parting it out. I bought it for the engine. I paid 300 bucks for the old truck with a running 5.3. And everything I need to swap it into this 1965 Pontiac Le Mans Sport Coupe. So stay tuned for that one. I got 2 cars 2 or 3 cars ahead of this car. So we will be getting on this car sometime this winter or this spring. I don't know exactly when. This car will be moving this by the end of next year. So stay tuned if you guys want to watch that. We have tons more classic stuff that we're building. We have a 67 Ford Mustang, a 69 GS California, and then something you guys can't see. We have a Cougar over there, and 87 Cougar on the other side of the pool. We have Project Gramps, a 1963 Plymouth Valiant V200 we're giving to my grandfather. That's why we named it Project Gramps. And up there we have an 80s Malibu. Factory bucket seat, console, positive and tack car, all the goodies. It's going to be a big block project. It's got lots of things in the way. So you guys like classic cars, subscribe. See you guys in a little bit when I get this off. Well, you guys, this really escalated quickly.
I thought it'd have to be a really bad leak for the fucking heater cord to get that much water in my floorboard button.
So Dad was putting water in, and I guess it was just pouring. So, or antifreeze, whatever. So one of 2 things. Water pump's either no good. 2, the block's cracked. So drop your comments down below. Me and Dad had this one laying around.
You could tell me about being a parts order, but...
Yeah, but this is only a $20 pump. I priced one. It's only $150. So, and that's not Dad's private parts order. It's not even out of my truck, so that's a plus. So, yeah, bring you guys back and when this thing's pulled apart. Oh, there you go. So I had to go change batteries. Any luck? You know, the book time says it's only a 20-minute job, right? You're making the customer pay more.
I got moved up a little bit. Not a lot, but...
You're costing us money by not getting us off in 20 minutes like the book says. Jesus, you buy them books, and they're always breaking shit.
Can't fucking...
It's not bad enough I have a 6-year-old boy to worry about. I have a fucking 50-year-old boy to worry about.
Gotta be careful because the gasket, I can't destroy it. I'm trying to change the gasket. Or I'm taking apart another fucking LS to... Here, hold that light right there. Down in there like that. More fucking heat on it, see if that helps. We got any PB? Let's see if I bought the PB last year or something put in there.
you guys. So, about 2 hours has transpired. And then at that time, we found out the one that we had was seized and stuck.
Been sitting in the shed for a while.
This one, on the other hand,
Right here.
is off of the parts truck.
That's a newer one.
And that's a brand new one. Looks like newer one.
Brand new, but it's definitely newer. Still don't know what out of the way, but.
So, parts truck to this. You can't use the regular gaskets, so we're gonna use those gaskets there.
They have regular paper gaskets on it.
Yeah.
I've never seen it on LS before, but it looks like that's what I was leaking. One of the things I was leaking about in the passenger side. There's a bunch of rust on the block between the gasket surface. And don't do what I'm doing. Get new one of these. You can see this right here is a little tore up. I'm gonna put silicone on it because I don't have a choice. I have to have a vehicle to be mobile. So don't do what I'm doing. This is wrong, totally wrong, and ignorant to do. I'm making that clear.
For entertainment purposes only.
Yeah, I mean, I have no choice. I mean, and they're not expensive, but I don't have a ride to the parts store. I have 12 cars, but not fucking
My Corvette's broke down. Use the ignition switch.
tires. If it had tires, if I had a good tire on it, it wouldn't be a big deal. But since it killed the tire there at night, then I don't want to get it stranded out about. My Big Red needs a fuel pump, which the minute I get one of these big jobs done and paid, I'll get a fuel pump for it. And then it'll be done over. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna smear some silicone, because look, they've already siliconed it to the thing, and it's definitely been changed. Look, I don't want to pull on silicone, but right here, silicone. So they glued them on there. This is definitely new because it don't have a. Here, I'll show y'all real quick. I got something to do that. I don't know if my cares or not, but come here. Most factory pumps. See how the back of bolts?
Yep.
Back cover, that one's pressed in. So
Do you want to see what my sign would be that they changed it? Before you even got to that point? They at least changed the hose. Look at the new clamp on it. Right there.
Is there all in that drawer? Oh, I might have got it. Again, I reiterate, don't use these gaskets don't require silicone, but they've already siliconed them on. And again, I have some of these laying around here someplace, but.
So I gotta buy a water pump now for my engine.
What's that? Poke a hole in the tube. I'm just going to run a smooth layer around the ring is all I'm going to do here. I mean, around the O-ring on it, just in case, you know what I'm saying?
Yep.
I mean, you don't have to put it, if you're going to put silicone on a gasket like this, you don't put it all over it. You just put it on the O-ring. Just a smooth layer on the O-ring. I just want to make sure this is going to freaking seal up and at least do some kind of temporary. I'll be more than happy to take it back apart for this because the bolts will come right out. I mean, to do it at LS water pump, it's only a 20-minute fucking job. If you don't break the bolts off in it and shit. But we got really bust today with that. So and that kind of luck don't hit the owners too often. When you can get it out with a pair of ice grips and a little bit of heat, that don't usually happen.
I'm willing to bet whoever changed that water pump on that truck probably lost the gaskets and was like, well, we got paper, we can.
That's exactly what they've done. And it's like we put the antifreeze in yesterday and it ate the paper up because it's probably the wrong kind of paper for that kind of antifreeze or something. Because after I put it's been flying around water in it, but as soon as you put fucking regular antifreeze in it, it fucking.
But why didn't you do it last winter when you put antifreeze in it?
Did I have a problem with it leaking last winter?
I think so. I don't know.
I don't remember, buddy, to be honest with you.
Because I was sitting at Taco Bell drive-thru, you guys, and it peaked. I was like, fuck. This is going to be great. So I immediately went over to the Pilot, put some antifreeze in it, and it's the one you got to mix. So I was like, fuck, well, I got to go in here and water to mix. and all they had was cold water out of the freezer. I was like, I'm not putting cold water in a hot engine.
You don't have to mix it. I mean, you do, but I mean, it's not going to kill your car if you don't have water to put in it right there. Especially if your car's already had water in it, like mine did. Mine was full of water, so I put it in for the past 3 months. It's been leaking.
Yeah, but also, guys, you guys don't want to put ice cold water in a hot engine. That's how you break things.
Probably not a good idea, but if you're like me right now, I mean, you're just doing what you got to do. I mean, there's not. I don't have much choice here. I don't want to be doing this, man. I don't want to be putting silicone on this. I know, but
if you like Hacker, you guys should subscribe.
right. It looks like I put the bunch, but I'm not. It's just the way it looks. It's not a bunch. Just gotta sit.
Again, this isn't to form a gasket. The RTV is to take up imperfections in gaskets and metal pieces and components that might have pitting or, imperfect surfaces.
Just make sure you don't get none like them water passages and shit. Don't want that shit circulating through your motor. Again, it looks like I'm putting a whole bunch, but I'm not. This looks that way because it's black and it's spread out. I gotta get another tube of silicone. I'm gonna do that because what's gonna happen is I'll forget about it. Double in.
Which, stay tuned because tomorrow's Model T day, so that's all I'm doing tomorrow is working on this Model T, getting it done.
That's all she wrote on that shit. So.
Alright, you guys, so we don't got good lighting out there, so I'll just bring you guys back when it's installed, because this camera don't have night vision or nothing, and I need to get a light for the top of it, but I don't have that right now. So
again, that bolt that broke off come out, it's out there hooked on a pair of vice grips. I mean, I put some heat on it, screw right out, man. I mean, what happens is they get a little rust on them and gummed up, and then it goes all the way through the water jacket.
So I'll bring you guys back when this thing's done. Again, do not do this unless you absolutely have to. Then
Yeah, I mean, I have no choice but to do this right now, or else I'll walk. You know what I mean? Ride a 4-wheeler. I mean, I don't know. Take a chance to drive that Corvette. Take a chance on the tire going flat. If I can get stranded carrying from him, I mean, it's not worth all that.
So
Plus, trying to step on that brake.
we're gonna watch Dad exit the garage.
I know y'all like that, don't you? No,
So
you walk away.
we got cardboard on his Model T. Just that box is actually full of parts for it. The cardboard's to keep the engine from getting wet. Just because the garage is leaking right now. So what? So I'll see you guys in a little bit. Alright, I don't know how else it's gonna record in the dark, but we're gonna go for it anyways.
Yeah, smart. You put anti-seize on it. I gotta get some of that shit. Look at shit just like this. Come on, clean your fucking stuff. Change out that piston real quick and I'm gonna do it today. Shit. Mine's brand new, but whatever. Probably just send it. Okay, heat it back up tomorrow. Tonight I'm just gonna get my shit back now. Come here. Here's that part of it. Yeah. There, where's my ratchet? Right here. Turn your light back down there, buddy. Make sure I'm all tight here. So you know I can't see shit. Where's it at?
Always, after you guys use like an electric impact, always go back over your bolts, make sure they're tight, because all it is an overgrown
You're
drill.
just snugging them down with that shit. I mean, you could use it as a ratchet, but you can't. It's so big and bulky, it's hard for me to gauge. And always put anti-seize on bolts like these. I mean, anything that goes through to a water jacket, please put HSCs on. I didn't have none. I didn't, but I got a feeling we can't use them again. So. I'm working crisscross pattern like I'm doing here. Here, Hercules, with your hand, grab that socket off there. I ain't got no grip no more. Get a pair of pliers?
Yeah, you need something.
So I didn't like that pair of pliers.
Screwdriver or something.